The immortal John Hancock here, and have kind of a somber video today. And I think any gamer who has a collection long term has to deal with damage or issues with storage or etc. etc. So today I noticed a leak in my game room. It's like the worst nightmare, right? And I kind of freaked out and I was really upset. And then finally I just went into action mode, like, okay, and so I'm going to show you the leak in this video, and just bear in mind that nothing major was damaged. I had some boxes get some water droplets on them, and so I was able to salvage them immediately. Nothing out of main collections, just like some Commodore VIC-20 boxes. Of all things, a Zavix, Zavix, not the game system, but like an accessory and some other things. Just really got lucky, and so the leak was early on, and so I have a bucket. Roofer's been called, and so I'm going to show you the leak and kind of talk about this issue, and let's take a look at this. This might be painful for some people to watch. Well, if you can see this is a gamer's worst nightmare. I have a leak, and possibly more than one, and so I wanted to show this. This is a hard video to do. Just rest assured that I'm taking care of it immediately. And just want to say, so you can see the water droplets coming from the middle of my game room. And luckily it's falling into a bucket. And I've cleared other things around it. Luckily I caught this early on. There was a little bit of splash damage on couple things, nothing major. I moved everything best as possible. One thing that actually saved me was these paper boxes. They took some of the early splash damage that normally would be on boxes, and so I was really happy to see that. I just check for leaks, okay? But this whole video is checking for leaks. I constantly check for leaks. So roofer's been called and coming out immediately, and we're gonna get a tarp up and get fixing. But this is pretty much some moisture up in my roof, and that's not good. So it's dripping there. This is really hard for me to film, but I think it's important to talk about it. I know others have dealt with issues, and this is my issue. So I've had this game room a long time and haven't had a leak until now. So I did have some work with an expansion onto the side of my house, and so I don't know if this is part of it, but here we go. It's a leak, and a roofer's on it and taking care of it as soon as he can get out of here. And so I have that to deal with, as well as, if you look over here, I have another leak right there. So that's not good. And so I have that to deal with, and that's upsetting. And so definitely got some things to take care of, and I don't know where that leak is coming from, but gonna be dealing with that as soon as possible. So step one, roofer's been called. Step two, roofer's coming over as soon as he can in the morning and getting the tarp up. It's after hours right now, so nothing he can do. So I just want to thank all the family, and most importantly my wife, for supporting me. This is tough. This is a tough one, and so I debated whether or not to show this video on my channel, and so I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I'm totally blessed with a bazillion games, and hardly any damage. And it's gonna cost money to get fixed, and so I'm gonna get it done right. And there's I have insurance, and so I'm gonna see if insurance can cover some of this. I'm also gonna talk to the person who did the expansion, and because the leaks are centered around where this person did some work, and so I gotta figure that out, and it's just gonna be kind of a mess. And so I'm not the first or last person to deal with damage, and it could have been a whole lot worse. You know, it wasn't a flood, it wasn't a fire. Most importantly, my family's safe, and it's just tough. It's just tough. It didn't hardly damage any of my games, but even just dealing with seeing drips from your roof inside your crawl space, and you know, in your garage. I mean, this is probably going to be an expensive fix, and I don't know what's covered, and that's that. So rest assured, it's going to be taken care of. And the reason why I did this video is you got to make sure to check where your games are stored. So some people, their games are stored in a separate storage area. You know, make sure that there isn't leaks. I came from California. I had to deal with sun damage. I had some Ballyasarcade boxes get some sun fade from, even though I had strong canvas covers for my windows, the little cracks of sunlight that were peeking through were damaging my boxes. And so I know people have dealt with that. You know, this is all just physical stuff, and so, you know, this stuff can be replaced. You know, people can't, and so that's, you know, I don't want anybody to, like, you know, feel bad for me. It's being taken care of. I just more importantly, I just wanted to talk to you folks. It makes me feel better about the whole thing. I was really upset when it happened. I was, you know, it was just tough. It's just tough when you collect something a long time. You don't want to see it damaged, and you know, it could have been so much worse. And so there wasn't anything major, ironically enough. So some people might think this is funny. I had a box that I thought was getting wet, and it wasn't. And it was all my Ouya stuff. Of all the things that got little droplets on the boxes, I was most worried about my Ouya collection, which was one little tote, and which is so funny because, you know, it's like, you know, failed system and stuff. But, you know, I had a lot of fun collecting that stuff, and you don't want any of your stuff to get damaged, and so that's that. So there you have it. You know, I know this might be a painful video for some people to watch, but it's being taken care of. I will do an update, and I'll do an update soon once I find out, you know, who's going to fix it, what the problem is, and do an update with that on costs and all that. And so thank you so much for people continuing to tune into my humble channel. And yeah, this wasn't fun to film, but I thought, you know, because I have kind of a vlog style channel, and I do like to share things about what's going on in my life, this is what's going on in my life right now, and it kind of sucks. So thank you so much for people continuing to tune in, and more videos to come. I wanted to talk about this. It was on my mind. This is the Immortal John Hancock. Thank you so much. You take care.